another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have another Visconti that I have in my collection. This comes in the older style outer box. So let me open this box up and I will show you what is inside. It's the old style Visconti clamshell box. It's the thinner box, so it doesn't have a tray in it. But if I open this up, you will see the Visconti Divina Elegance in green. Now this is a lovely, lovely pen. So let me just remove the box and I will show you what it looks like. So this is the pen, and you can see why I added this pen to my collection. It is a stunning pen. Now this really, really is a beautiful pen. Up until this point in time in my collection, wasn't really a fan of green pens. But this pen is gorgeous because not only does it have this chatoyance going on here with the green, and you can see it as I twist it, those faceted twists in the pen really come to life. But it also has this lovely rose gold trim to it. So, this is a Divina, so you have the My Pen finial here on the cap, and you can see those facets there. We have the bridge clip, which for me is functional, although I know some people say they do not care for those bridge clips. The cap tapers out slightly to the center here and then tapers back in to what you think is a cap band here, but it's not. It's actually a band that's on the body of the pen. And then the pen here, the body, again tapers back out to the center point slightly and then tapers back in again to what is a filling knob. And this filling knob, I will show you here, is a push or pull and turn captured converter. And what you do is you basically pull this out here, you just pull this out here like so, and then you twist to ink up or empty the pen. Now this pen is inked up, so I am not going to show that on camera, but you can see here this, look at that material, the chatoyance on that green is absolutely stunning. That just when that light captures it, it's just so mesmerizing. So this, when I saw the green come out, I had to buy this green because it really does come alive, that material. The way that those twisted facets are done on the Divinas, with that chatoyance going on in the body there. Now, there are some dark areas of the material that you can see there. But this pen is really lovely to look at. Now, in terms of size, you can see here that the pen is a long pen. So if I uncap the pen here, you'll see that it is a long pen. Now, can I post the cap? Yes, I can, but it becomes a bit of a wand. But you also see that these rods here actually line up when you do post. So that is one of the beauties of posting that cap if you wanted to. But for me, I'm not a cap poster, so I don't post my pens unless they're very thin or very light. But you can see here, like with the crook of my hand here, this is a long pen. So for me, this is also a very well balanced pen. It just feels right in my hand. So this is a pen that I do like, and it's really a beautiful pen. So let's do some size and weight checks. We'll do a pen comparison and then we'll do a writing sample. So the length of the pen, we are looking at 150 millimeters in length with the captured converter. The cap is around 60 millimeters in length. And if I uncap the pen, and the full length to the tip of the nib, we're looking about 138 millimeters. This has a 23 cat palladium nib, but it's rose gold plated, and you can see that here on the nib, and it has a plastic feed. But that pen, you can just see again, that chatoyant cell on that section is really beautiful, and on the body there. So it does have a hook safe lock mechanism on the pen. So it's a quarter of a turn to cap and uncap the pen. So this is inked up. So the full weight of the pen, we're looking at just under 41.5 grams. The weight of the cap, we are looking at just over 16 grams. And the weight of the pen, we're looking at just over 25 grams. So that's not a bad weight, really. So let's do a comparison with other pens. From left to right, we have the Visconti Homo Sapiens Bronze Swirl, the Visconti Homo Sapiens London Fog, the Visconti Divina Elegance in brown, the Visconti Divina Typhoon Blue, the Visconti Divina Elegance in green, the Visconti Divina Desert Spring, the Visconti Divina Metropolitan, which is the midi size, the Visconti Corsani 90, the Visconti Octagonal, and the Visconti Homo Sapiens Florentine Hills. So let's do a writing sample. We have the Visconti, and this is the Divina, and it's the Elegance in green, and it's a 23 carat palladium nib, and it is a medium nib. Now the ink in this pen, which is an ink that I have pretty much dedicated to this pen all the time, is Diamine Meadow, and I think this ink matches the pen really well. So as this is a medium nib, you get a medium line variation going on. I can push it a little bit more and almost get a broad line, but that's pushing it quite hard. And I'm going to push the nib a little bit hard here, a bit too hard than I normally would press it. So I don't recommend pushing these palladium nibs that hard. Now in terms of ink wetness test, let's see. Now, a lot of green inks tend to not be that wet a writer. So it's not a bad ink. It's not a super wet ink. Normally I would say about here is what I class as a fire hose. So it's definitely a wetter nib. It's not dry. And the reason why I like this ink is I think the ink matches the name very well and matches the pen colour very well. So this is Diamine Meadow. It's a very grassy green colour of ink, and it has some really beautiful shading that you can see going on here. So this is an ink that I find works extremely well in this pen. For me, it's a beautiful pen, and it's a pen that I do like writing with. The only problem with these pens are they have a captured converter in them. So although these are long pens, they tend to only hold around 0.6 to 0.7 milliliters of ink, which is basically what you're going to get from a standard converter. So depending on how you look at it, the upsides or the downsides, is that this pen will run out of ink quicker than maybe a piston or a power vac filler. But equally, you can change inks and move to another ink quicker. So it really depends on your mileage on whether or not you prefer a larger capacity filling pen or a smaller capacity filling pen. But for me, these pens are really good writers. I love this pen. I love the colour. I love how it writes. I do love the 23 carat palladium nibs. Some are more firmer and some are more flexible. This is about middle of the road. But for me, I really do like this pen. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.